A few years ago, Georgetown University revealed it once owned slaves and sold 272 people to pay off its debts. That revelation led Xavier University to look into its past.
What it found is that Bishop Edward Fenwick, Xavier's founder, also owned slaves. 9 on Your Side's Lisa Smith talked to campus leaders and students about that discovery and what it's going to take to bring reconciliation to Xavier.
For Xavier President Father Michael Graham, it was important to be open and honest with the university community about the history of Bishop Fenwick and the college's connection to slavery.
For us not to acknowledge that and to pretend somehow that that story belongs to Southern plantations, they're the ones who are the culprits, is a disservice to our larger history.
The connection didn't stop with Fenwick owning slaves. Xavier historian Dr. Walker Galler showed us rosters that include the hometowns of students in the mid-1800s. Many of the students came from wealthy Southern families to attend the Jesuit school.
In other words, the economy of the early school was supported by money coming from slave owners.
That knowledge stunned some students.
It was like a what? You being serious?
Xavier named a new residence and dining hall on campus Bishop Fenwick Place. The revelation, the naming, is a hot topic.
It was quite disappointing. If you were in class, they were talking about it or they weren't, or there were like little whispers here and there.
I was concerned about what was the impact on students in their everyday experience, but also how were we being intentional about creating spaces for healing.
Dr. Kyra Shahid is heading the effort to bring conversation and reconciliation to the campus through a program called the Stained Glass Initiative.
We can bring together multiple pieces of the story, some of them that are very complicated and are not necessarily meant to fit together. But we bring those things together to create a mosaic that helps us to create something new.
One piece of the program is the trip to Senegal for African American students. It's called the Diasporic Soul Racial Healing Experience. 11 students went on the trip this summer.
My biggest takeaway would be just learning myself and what my purpose is. It showed me that I'm beautiful in my skin. I'm worthy, I have a voice.
Meanwhile, the lingering question on campus is, will the Fenwick name stay on a key university building?
Father Graham has said from the very beginning that this is about more than a name change. This is about a culture shift.
Lisa Smith, 9 on Your Side.
Next month, Xavier, along with the University of Cincinnati, will host a national symposium on universities studying their connections to slavery. Nearly 50 universities across the country are part of that collaborative effort.